Okay, so this is the video of my garden. This is our spacious backyard. Those are the strawberry plants where I've been getting all the yummy strawberries. Don't be jealous of that boat, it really is a piece of junk. Okay, so this is all the backyard. There's everything, and I'll walk around and show you all the different plants. Okay, so here we'll start on the steps. I have a pineapple plant that I'm growing. Hopefully this time I won't let it die like I did last year. It's got pretty big. This is just a daisy plant. Hopefully we'll have some blooms. Kayla got it for me for Mother's Day, not this year, but last year. Okay, I'm gonna come around this way. These are the sunflowers. I love sunflowers, daisies, all that. These three here are called solar flares. They're the smallest. These will be brown and orange. The middle will be dark brown, and then the petals will have some orange on them. These are Chianti, or Chianti, not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but they will be purple. I can't wait to see them. There's my cactus. Okay, so these three here, those are Fun and Sun, so I think those are just a variety of sunflowers that will bloom here. And then we have these three here are going to be, those are edible, so once they're bloomed and the seeds start popping out, I can roast them and we can eat them. Okay, so this is one of our blueberry bushes. It's taken a long time, but the blueberries are finally starting to ripen, and we have three more over here. You see the blueberries on there turning blue, purple, whatever color you want to call them. This here is where my husband is growing some asparagus. We need to weed that out, but it takes a while to grow asparagus. It takes a very good while. Okay, over here, this was the first box we ever had. We put this in 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember exactly. But over here on this side we have beans, and then we have peppers up front, and all of our cucumbers. Well, not all of them, but those are all cucumbers in the back. Over here we had some lettuce stalks that were pretty tall. They were probably 1.5 feet tall, but we pulled those up last night because we have more lettuce that we have planted back here. There are 3 plants of okra. There's some more lettuce here, and then we have a couple of open spaces. I think we're going to put some beets or carrots or something like that in it. But let me show you some of our peppers here. So like there's this one. This is the big one for right now. My husband wants to cut it, but I'm saying wait. And these are the same kind of pepper. And then we have some more sweet peppers back here. This is, I don't remember, sweet, flavorful something or another. And then we have another little okra plant back there. It's not doing too good because it's kind of crowded and it's not getting much sun. And then we have these beans they had a slow start. We had some problems with some pests with those, but these ones are doing well. We have lots of little tiny beans. Okra have not seen much progress other than just getting taller. And then my luscious cucumbers over here, lots and lots of blooms, so hopefully lots and lots of fresh cucumbers because I love cucumbers from the garden. You can see we have a little one here. He's getting bigger, and there are plenty inside there, but I'm not digging in there. These are more lemon boys. Well, I say more. We have a lot of lemon boys because they're my husband's favorites. Okay, over here is our newest addition. We have the net up because these are cucumbers and cantaloupe. And, well, we can't have them growing all over each other. This row over here is all cantaloupe. This is all different kinds of cucumbers, from like burpless to English pickle, and I forget what he said the other one was. But we're going to get a more sturdy net to put over top. That way the cantaloupe, once it starts growing, won't rot in the dirt. And then the cucumbers can grow up and on the net instead of crowding each other in the bed there. Now over here we have 4 tires that we spray painted white. These are Romas. The first 2 are Romas. As you can see, we have some little babies here and some more blooms, hopefully more romas, so I can make some bruschetta. And then these two back here, I think they're like red bistro onions, and they're slowly growing. No fruit yet, but we do have some blooms. Over here, this is a golden hybrid egg squash plant, something along those lines. Those 4 words are in the title. But see, we've got some blooms, and we've got at least one fruit on this one. And this is the same thing. Obviously, it's a lot bigger. We do have a good sized fruit on this one, and some blooms and some more little teeny tiny baby squash there. And this is the same thing. It's another egg squash plant. You can see the little egg squash back there. This is the same thing. We don't have any squash on this yet. This one's sort of the runt of the bunch. It's the smallest. There are only male blooms on this. Not quite sure why we don't have any squash on that one yet. This is a UFO. We don't really have this one was sort of late coming in. The UFO squash seemed to take a lot longer than all the other squash plants, but that's okay. Here we have a couple of sweet red pepper plants. We're seeing blooms, maybe some little fruit. Oh, I broke that off. Oopsie. It was probably dead anyway. But we're getting some blooms on these, and these two will make purple sweet peppers. And then we have some lemon boys here, and they're starting to grow some tomatoes. See the little teeny tiny cute tomatoes growing on these. And then we have our, well, my pride and joy tomatoes, and they're all different varieties, but I'm not sure which one is which because the legend that I made, well, we had a problem when we first planted them. They fell out of the container that they were in, and they got all mixed up, so we're not sure which ones are which. But this is one that we grew from seeds. This is one. This is one. And that one over there, right there, is one. And then, of course, all these little babies in between the rows of lettuce. Here are tomato plants that we started from seeds. That's exciting because we've never done that before. Okay, and this is another egg squash plant. This was the first one that we noticed, and it's a good size little egg squash here. So, and then this is a UFO. We don't have any fruit on this one yet. But there are prospects of blooms all over inside, so hopefully we'll have some more. Okay, so we have a bin here. This is sweet potato. This is sweet potato. This is a UFO. It's fairly new, but like I said, these take a whole lot longer than the other ones do. And that is a sad little UFO plant. I think we made it angry somehow. This one is a beetle. This is ADD much. This is potatoes and another little tomato plant that we started from seeds. And this is another tomato up front, potato in the back. Yeah, potato. Okay, so this is what the UFO squash look like, and this thing was not this big yesterday. It has like doubled in size since we came out here last night to water and check on everything, but it's gonna get big, and we do have another couple little ones started, not that you can see because the leaves are in the way. I don't know if you can see them, but they're down there. There's one there. And this is a yellow squash, so we'll be eating these soon. And these are the vicious plants I was telling you about. Pretty much all the squash are the same, but these ones seem to take off a little bit more than some of the other ones, but if you see, there's all these little spikes on the stems of the leaves, and they are not fun when you get them stuck in your arm or your hands. That's not comfortable. Okay, so here's another yellow squash, and we have some here that we can probably pick and eat, like that one there. My husband wants to fry them. I usually just roast them in the oven, so we'll try them fried tonight. But we've got like a whole bunch on here. And this is a blue potato. We have 3 of these. There's 1, 2, and 3. Their little blooms are pretty. They're just sort of a pale purple with a purple petals and the yellow on the inside. It's cute. Okay, so this is another UFO. Haven't noticed any fruit on it yet. And then we have this monster onion. This thing is huge. I mean, when it's ready to pull out, it'll probably be the size of a newborn's head. Okay, over here in this box, we have tomatoes and peppers and beans and lettuce. So over here, let me get back because there's a lot of beans in here. Those are the pole beans in the back, obviously, because they're growing on the thing. And then there are other beans here, the light green and then the dark green up front. I forget what my husband said those the 2 in the front were. But we do have some beans growing back here on these. They're a green purplish color. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. See. And then the pole beans. These are so pretty. I love the color and the way they wind around each other. But we are starting to get some little baby pole beans here. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of beans. And then let me come around and show you all the tomatoes that we have on these lemon boys. We planted these a while ago, so there are a lot. Let's see all the tomatoes growing on these lemon boy plants here. Probably end up giving some away because there's gonna be too many to try and eat ourselves. And then we have sweet pepper plants. They're blooming. We don't have much fruit on these yet, so hopefully soon. And lettuce in between there. My husband's going crazy with the lettuce right now. Okay, and then back here, all of these bins, this one, and then there are 2 back here. Those are all sweet potatoes. I would give you a closer look, but this morning I discovered a spider in the back here, so I'm not going back there. I'm gonna have to get something to treat those to get rid of the spiders. And then these towers here are regular potatoes. And then one more little thing over here, we have some rhubarb, and my husband just planted some horseradish in there. So there it is. There's the garden. It's a lot. It takes me over an hour to water everything every day. That's why I like it when it rains, but we haven't had any rain in a little while. So yeah, I come out here and think and water and talk to the plants and the bugs that I see, because I'm kooky that way. And sometimes I'll watch the turtles in the water whenever they decided to pop their heads up. But this is it. This is what we're working on. So we'll have lots of vegetables, and if you live close, you might just get some for yourself. Thanks for watching.